it's hard to manage work and mothering. And so I try to schedule my day where I can be on for him and then on for my job, and it never works. Right?
In this moment right now, mothering looks like survival, in that if everyone is not crying, if everyone is feeling safe, if everyone is fed, if everyone is smiling once in a while, I am considering that a huge win.
Really, at this point, it's fly by night, because I'm in full protection mode of my child.
Being a mother is not just a mother to your child. It's a mother in the household. And I've noticed this before, but I'm the barometer for how people are feeling about what's going on right now. And I'm very much an empath, so I can feel people's feelings, and I notice when something feels off. And what do I need to do in that moment so that we're all feeling like we're surviving and thriving?
I find myself kind of taking control of the entire family. And do you have your mask? Do you have your gloves on? Where are you going? Mom, you don't have to leave the house. I will come to you. Just whatever it means to keep people safe. I've just gone into a super protective lioness kind of role.
I didn't realize, I think, how much we were on the go, right? Even when it was walking to school or going to activities or sort of the routines of everyday life, we're just going, right? And he's a child who really thrives on connection. And I think what really I'm learning or realizing is that he missed me.
We have so much time now to stop and think about what's going on, what our kids are doing, what our partners are doing. Try to find ways to connect. Know when there are times when there is disconnect, and recalibrate. I think that's like the biggest word for what's going on right now is recalibrate.
The most important thing you could be doing right now that looks like learning is loving. Teaching to be loving, right? Because if we can't even have the patience to be around each other, what does this world of teaching look like?
I think that technology still, and access to technology and independence is hard with young children.
There's so much coming from the school as to what we should do. And it's so many different directions, right? And it's like, do this. We've signed you up for this program. We signed you up for this other program. Do this once a day. Here's a schedule. Here's a different schedule. And none of that is serving my survival. None of that is serving my daughter's survival.
I'm actually also thinking that there are lots of kids, particularly Black kids, who are thriving right now because they are not in schools. And I think that's the work we really need to think about, right? So what is it about schools that are horrible places for Black kids? Like, we should just really be honest.
Our children are in a different space right now where they can learn about our ancestors. They can learn about being Black. They can learn all the stuff that they're not going to learn in school.
We have meals together, like it's a hard stop for all meals. So we will eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner together, and we'll talk about the most random things. We read together. So the things that were much more like catch as catch can before have now been able to be centralized in ways that are really powerful for him. And he has gotten much more expressive. He has gotten much more rooted.
My hope for Black mamas is to find other Black mamas. That's been the biggest saving grace for me right now.
Everyone's going through it. So A little self-compassion, a little commiseration with other mothers is fabulous.
We as Black mothers need to, in turn, recognize our gifts. We need to recognize and acknowledge and own our lineage of being the most nurturing, supportive, loving human beings on the planet. Because everything we've learned about when a baby is born and what it needs to survive, we, the women who have carried our babies on our backs through years of work in the fields, when walking miles to get water with one on our back and one in front, we have always led what it means to be the one who brings the tribe not only together. We are the glue, we are the foundation. We have always shown historically not only taking care of our babies, but taking care of everybody else's babies, right? And when they couldn't feed their babies, they fed on us. And so when we start to come back to a place of valuing who we are, what we offer to each other, and owning that, and not letting others take it from us and making it theirs as if it didn't come from us, it came from us.